are back for the second round of the semifinal games with League of Legends in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. This match we're going to be seeing going up between the Tiffin Dragons and the Trine Storm. A member of Tiffin, Mr. Nate over here, has graciously joined us in order to offer his nice commentary on this matchup. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Obviously, can't be biased with this one.
Oh, no, I will never be biased.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Tiffin.
He's transferring right now, actually. Yep. He's in the process.
That's why we had everyone come over here, because we're just stealing everyone. We're just going to create a mega conglomeration of an esports program and just have everyone use
the GLEC is going to turn into the GLEC, the Great Lakes Esports team.
In order to beat Marysville, we're just going to have everyone stay here. Oh, yeah, by the way, pick ban is going on.
Oh, is it?
So,
oh, there's the classic Anivia ban.
Of course.
It comes at us every week.
Of course. So, so Trine is on Tiffin is on the right side? Or Tiffin is on the left side?
Tiffin is on
the right
side. So Tiffin is on the right side. So we see the Anivia ban as well as the Graves and Aatrox. Graves is pretty meta right now, but I'm assuming the Aatrox is also a pretty comfort pick for Wusi Dishi. And on the side of Trine here, we see the Seraphine and Zillion come out. Again, some pretty non-meta bans, so pretty comfort picks based on OP.GG's and nights of long scouting going on.
Absolutely.
Scouting reports.
Yep.
The likes, analysts, just furiously.
Both teams are definitely
just scribbling in their notes, trying to get ready. Especially since one of these teams has to play ONU tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top here in this next best of 3 series. So yeah, LeBlanc will be the final ban on the side of Tiffin, and Trine's first pick will be Lucian, putting that on the Polyps or onto Harv, but most likely going to be on the Polyps. As we saw, Lucian has incredible dashing ability and just able to get in, do his damage. The calling has huge kill potential. It's great. And on the Tiffin side, we see Camille and Maokai come out. So Camille going to be that nice split pushing ability, as well as just overall isolation with the Hextech Ultimatum.
Huge gap closing.
Huge gap closing ability. And Maokai putting onto Apple there. As a support.
Has to be a support.
I mean, it's not going to be Wusi Dishi. It's not going to be Camille jungle.
Camille support. Never heard it? No? Okay.
Clearly, you've never played Camille support.
Yeah.
So Nami is going to be picked up for Magic Griffin here. What is going on? What is happening? I haven't seen Ornn gameplay.
They're doing it for you.
I haven't seen Ornn gameplay.
I talked to them.
You should probably know this about me, Nate. I love Ornn.
Oh, you're a big fan?
So I'm a big Ornn fan.
I can't tell.
So the fact that we've now seen it, we didn't see it all season, and now for the semifinals, 2 Ornn gameplays have happened. Oh goodness!
I walked into the rooms and I talked to the Trine coach and some of their players. And,
so you got the inside scoop.
I got the insight, yeah. So I'm kind of surprised to see the Lucian. I was told by their team that their ADC is Jinx Ashe, kind of not one trick, but like that's their primary.
They gave you false information.
Picks. Yeah, no,
they wanted to
misleading
throw you
me. But
they think you're a Tiffin spy.
I had to show my ONU shirt. But yeah, no, they did mention that their top laner loves Ornn.
Oh.
And so I threw in some words about
Barrel Rider is
my
new best friend.
Garrett, saying he would provide a lot of support if there was an Ornn. And so yeah, that looks like it's going to come through.
It's Ornn, baby. And yeah, so the final pickup here in this first round of picks is going to be that Yasuo for Cadenator, or possibly for Blue Light.
Probably for Cadenator though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just so much ability to block projectiles, as well as you got to look at setups too. Camille can set up for that. I don't know if Maokai has his under the ground ability. So yeah, being able to set up that Yasuo is going to be a huge part of Tiffin's comp here, it would seem. So they're going to be planning the rest of their team in the bot lane as well as the jungle around that. Could we see some Vi gameplay again, possibly? Who knows? So yeah, the bans coming out here for the second round are going to be Samira for the side of Trine, and on the side of Tiffin, we see the Syndra and Volibear come out. So overall, just taking away some more of those picks on both sides that really get under the skin of what your team really wants to do.
Yeah, and the Jarvan bend out, probably against that setup, and not sure.
Yeah, trying to deny some of that knock-up potential.
Yeah, I don't know if your jungler is a Jarvan connoisseur, but this is very interesting. Ziggs coming out.
But that totally makes sense. Again, the satchel is a pop-up ability.
So, but you also have to look when you have an AD top laner and an AD mid laner, you can't overdo the AD, so you have to
have an
get
AP
a mix in there.
bot laner.
Absolutely.
The AP bot laner, as well as meta, as well as having to be a bot laner, all that combines and you get Ziggs.
Absolutely.
And Ziggs is especially one of the better bot lane AP champions.
Yeah.
Rising in popularity for the past couple of months for sure. A lot of professional teams opting for that when they have some of these AD heavy top sides. But very tanky from the side of...
Oh, yeah, they pick up the Sejuani to go with the Ornn. Oh, my goodness, going to be unkillable.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what mid laner they pair with that Sejuani because there's not a ton. It's very interesting.
Oh, man.
Malzahar going for just the straight lockdown onto that Yasuo, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It's a lot of crowd control across the board.
Yeah, but Sejuani, with only the Ornn to kind of proc her passive also, it's going to be kind of tough for her to get some of these stuns off in the mid fight, especially when Sejuani is just doing the primary engaging.
And the jungle pick from Tiffin going to be the Gragas here. Once again, more pop-up. So it's pretty clear to see what Tiffin wants to go for here. They want to set up the Yasuo. They want to set up Cadenator for these big boy ults where they can just, even in the team fight, everyone's got an ability that they can use to get people up into the air. And that'll start the team fight, and that'll get them in a place where they can just win it through it. And on the side, you have a lot of CC as well as a lot of tank for Trine here. This Ornn and Sejuani is going to be unkillable. So Wusidishi's going to have to watch out for ganks from that. Sure, Camille has all that true damage, but there's just so much health from those two coming out. But Malzahar, Lucian, and Nami are going to be able to really isolate their targets that they want to take out. We also have to mention the split pushing ability from Ziggs here.
That satchel charge, can just execute towers that are low, so a ton of potential there. But I'm kind of curious, with Trine's comp, they look to be going for something kind of standard front to back. You have those kind of two tanks in the front line, finding the engage, and then Malzahar Lucian for your primary damage.
And we've seen how much CC Ornn provides just with his ultimate, as well as the brittleness and the pillar. So
a lot of map control, a lot of kind of CC, threatening CC. But
and you have two ultimates that even Nami's is a knockup, but Sejuani's is a huge area of effect CC.
Oh yeah.
Malzahar obviously is a point and click CC. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try and lock down these targets, potentially lock down this Yasuo, because one bad thing about this Tiffin comp is it's obvious that they're trying to play into the Yasuo, unless I'm being rickrolled and they're trying to go into the Ziggs or something,
What's important to look at, I think, is that on Trine's side, they only have 2 damage dealers. So if that Camille is able to get on the backline, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they might be forced to use that Malzahar ult on the Camille instead of the Yasuo.
Or even later in the game, the split push potential from Camille or Ziggs coming out. If it doesn't happen to be going in their way team fight-wise, they have that option as well to just spec into the top or bot lane instead. So, it'll be interesting to see how both of these teams do that.
Yeah, another thing is kind of branching off this Ziggs pick a little bit. If you look at Trine, they don't have a ton of range. And Ziggs, we know, has some serious range and damage output.
Can't get enough of that Ziggs range.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how Trine kind of tries to get onto this Ziggs, because if he's allowed to just rain in damage for free, and they've been building armor to deal with this Yasuo Camille, it's going to be really kind of hard for them to get on this Ziggs and get that kill while also surviving through the rest of the team.
So we've got about a minute left of spectator delay. So we're just going to go ahead and send it back for a little bit, and we will be right back with Game 1 of Tiffin versus Trine. It's going to be very, very exciting to see. We'll be right back. Of this series, figuring out which team is which, because Wyatt forgot to put the logos up.
No, I took them off.
Oh yeah, he didn't forget. He purposely took them off, which is probably worse.
It wasn't, it wasn't intentional,
Right.
just malicious. But
So yeah, Tiffin on this red side here. Wusidishi, Ligamental, Cadenator, Blue Light, Apple, going for this invade onto the blue side. Barrel Rider will be the target. He's going to run right into him. He's going to get the slow onto Ligamental.
yeah, but just taking this top jungle control, putting some wards in, just threatening a little bit, but
Going to have complete control over seeing where Hoggy's at.
yeah, but Trine responds. You see that Nami drop in that ward towards the blue buff of Tiffin. So just some early vision being exchanged, taken control of, but as we wait for the
Good on
red
Magic
buff and
Griffin
minions
for
to spawn.
seeing that and responding in kind, getting that deep vision.
Yeah, I mean, you see all 5 up. It's a pretty safe bet, and now they get to, have a slightly better idea
Tit
of
for
where
tat.
each jungler is going to be. Yeah.
Nonetheless, those junglers are going to start on the buff that's not warded. So those wards are going to come in handy about 2 to 3 minutes from now.
They will be gone by then.
Well, then it's good, useful information now that they're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that they're at the opposite buff based on the ward.
Yep.
So, yeah, just early start. It's going to be interesting to see kind of in this bot lane, especially who takes control. Zig's super long range, but Lucian is known for kind of his early game damage, having that mobility early also, those double shots that he gets after using an ability.
Yeah,
can
this
translate to a lot of damage.
Yeah, this Lucian Nami build relies on these 3 auto attacks. The Nami gives electrocute procs to the Lucian while also using press the attack. So when they both proc at the same time, it does a crazy amount of early game damage.
Bada boom, bada bing.
I think it's just boom at that point.
You know what? I don't need this from you.
Yeah, let's see if
Cadenator wants to get some easy poke off. He's going to get some nice damage on the Harv there.
yeah, you can clearly tell he knows what he's doing on the Yasuo, especially kind of into this matchup.
Both teams showing like some comfort, because really of the 10 champions on the field right now, only like 3 or 4 are meta per se.
I can guarantee you that 3 guys on the Tiffin side are playing their most comfortable champions.
That, if you are a Trine viewer, is not what you like to hear.
And if you're a Tiffin viewer, is absolutely great.
Yeah. But Tiffin's viewer, you're cheering. But let's just see if that can that comfort can transform into
A fat W.
yeah. W so large, you can see it from the stream.
A
W.
All right. I'm just excited to see more Ornn gameplay. Barrel Rider is my best friend. I love him so much.
It's interesting that they picked Ornn.
Into the community.
The Tiffin top laner really likes to get early leads and fight a lot, but with Ornn being so tanky and having so much CC, he can kind of prevent our top laner from scaling.
It is interesting because this is also the exact same top matchup we saw in Game 2 of ONU versus Mount Union.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see Barrel Rider and Wusidishi's take on it.
Yeah, because last time, Aggression, the top laner for ONU, was playing Camille, and he did get that kind of early lead and was slightly, I don't want to say more impactful, but
But Jaladen on that Ornn was able in the late game to really start getting that CCs that was helping for his team. So it'll be interesting to see how the matchup kind of evolves from that. Wusidishi is able to push in here, though, this wave.
oh, he does the thing with the E Camille does. He can step back and get the really long E.
Do
So
the
I
big,
know he's a
the big
professional.
move.
I know it. The only people that do that are the ones that know how to play Camille.
Oh
so
yeah, he's got a lot of experience on Camille.
yeah. So yeah, just kind of a slow early game. Both junglers just kind of doing their own thing. Nothing really crazy happening so far. But yeah, just the farm is definitely kind of going the way of Trine, at least in the bot lane. 12 CS lead. But that will go down a little bit Yeah, just Yasuo in the mid lane, having some free farm, lets that wave kind of be alone.
Barrel Rider getting some nice CC here on the Wusidishi, getting some nice damage off too.
Yeah, both of these top laners don't really have a ton of kill potential against each other. Orange just doesn't have a ton of damage, but has a ton of tankiness, and Camille is probably doesn't have enough damage to break through that Ornn and really give any pressure of the kill until you know, that Ornn can make it safely back under the turret.
First dragon will be this mountain dragon, as it is up. Gotta need some extra shielding. First person to reach level 6 on the map will be these mid laners, so Last Breath will be up for Cadenator, whereas the Nether Grasp will be available for Harv.
Wow, you pulled that out of somewhere.
I was like,
I was like, let's
I
see what
went through
comes
my
up with.
filing cabinet. I opened up M. I went to MA, Malzahar, Nether Grasp, easy.
Yeah, I could not have told you that. I don't think I can name a single ability Malzahar has, but
Nether Grasp.
now I can.
I just told you.
We learn. You learn. You live and you learn. But
Hoggy here is just chilling in the mid lane, seeing if he can get something if Cadenator pushes up too much.
yeah, I believe he was spotted out by a ward, so
Yep.
nothing really there yet. But what's the name of the burn? Nightmare or something?
What?
The E Malzahar
Oh, I can
has?
tell you the nickname, but I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah,
For this
that's-
Oh,
I can
first,
tell you that one. But
I can tell you what did happen. First Blood went over to Magic Griffin on the side of Trine here. As they do take out Apple, I'm guessing it was just a decent amount of damage coming out from Polyps and Magic Griffin, and the Ignite was able to finish him off.
Definitely both proc their masteries with the press the attack electrocute combo.
yeah, that damage can kind of come as a surprise so early in the game.
League of Mental here hoping to make up for it, though, should Polyps and Magic Griffin push up too much. All you got to do is get in there with that Gragas, separate them, push them up towards your turret. And here they are. They are pushing up
Trine's
too
gonna
much.
stay in lane.
Magic
Pretty
Griffin.
aggressive.
And there's the barrel. Barrel will come out, and Magic Griffin's going to deal all that damage. Oh, he's barely going to live, but the teleports will come out. Barrel Rider going to be the target now. Apple's going to get the stun off. Hoggy is also here, though. Call of the Forge God will come out. Target will be Apple, and Apple will die as Barrel Rider gets the kill there. Next target will be Wusidishi. All 5 members of Trine here pushing in on this bot side turret.
Yeah, great group from Trine there in the bot lane. Just get those kills and push the advantage a little bit more before Tiffin could really respond and come down. They'll also convert that into the first Drake of the game, which is Mountain. So we won't see that as Soul. You guys want to make predictions as to what we will see as Soul?
I want to see a big ol' Infernal Drake. I want to see a big ol' Infernal Soul. I want to see big damage. I want to see Ornn just absolutely out there destroying people. Or Camille. I don't want to lean either way.
All right, well, you're wrong. So you have 2 other options to go to now.
Oh, man.
You can see some great Ornn healing, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, man, that Ornn
I think
healing.
we're definitely gonna be getting some healing this game.
The Ocean Dragon?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
So
I'll toss up a coin.
Yeah, you know, I decided when there was a 33 chance, so who's really right?
the person that guesses it correctly. But we see.
Agree to disagree. League of Mental's going to go ahead and get the Rift Herald here.
Yeah. Looks like he might be walking towards the top, but it is matched from the Sejuani of Trine.
But Tiffin here is pushing the other side of the map as Trine does get that first Drake. So they'll be able to pop that down. That's some gold in their pocket for later on. And League of Mental wants the blue buff now. Hoggy and them are going to fight for it. You know, we'll go ahead and go over to League of Mental with the Smite. Cadenator roamed up just to be safe. Wasn't necessary.
Just to secure it, keep him alive if anyone was to collapse on him. But, yeah, I mean, it's been, aside from that 5v5 in the bot lane at 8 minutes, it's been a relatively quiet game. Just 2 kills for the side of Trine. Oh, could be a third here. He
Tide the
starts
Caller and the
engage.
Culling combo does try and come out. They try and get something out of Apple. They do end up getting the flash.
Yeah, that's double flashes used for Tiffin in the bot lane. So they are susceptible to another gank. And yeah, you can see the pressure that this Lucian has in the early game.
Big thing to notice here is
30 CS.
Go ahead and look at Cadenator's farm here. 80 already on this Yasuo. Feeling pretty good. He's able to get not only his Berserker's Greaves out of it, but as well as the
Vampiric Scepter.
Yes.
I know that one.
So he's already going to get some lifesteal.
There's even a larger CS gap in the bot lane.
Double kill happening in the bot lane. I see. I wonder if Hoggy was the reason that happened. But on the other side of the map, Barrel Rider here will get killed by League of Mental. Tiffin picking up their first kill of the game.
Yeah, trading in that top kill for the double kill in the bot lane. Not the most worth, but if you look at the farm,
it starts activating League of Mental, which is going to be able to push them all across the map.
And then also the Camille, once that Camille starts to come online, that damage ramps up so very quickly.
Absolutely. And they're able to convert that into at least 2 tower plates on this top side, summoning the Rift Herald that he got earlier. They might be able to take the tower here, and that's going to open up Wusidishi to a lot more on the map.
Yeah.
They want to try and get, he's on low health here. He's got to be worried about Harv. He's going to be able to push it and stop it just a little bit. So barely surviving on for now. Another thing to note about the 4 kills on Trine side right now, 2 of them are on the Nami.
Yeah,
so
not the character you really want them to be on. Not that
Polyps
Nami
has been able to get his Gale Force, so it has benefited him very much so. But, 2 of those kills being on Nami, not like the most optimal play that Tiffin, Trine could have done.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the difference between just having those tier 1 boots that Lucian has to having maybe tier 2, maybe even, a control ward for someone here and there. But, yeah, not a ton happening as it looks like they're kind of just dropping some wards in the bottom side. That dragon's coming up in just over a minute, so starting to play around that a little bit. Trine's going to collect this bottom scuttle crab and just kind of keep this pressure up in the bot lane. They don't have a ton of tower plates.
Barrel Rider holding on to this tower with his tier life.
Yeah, he's very susceptible to a gank because...
Speaking of ganking, here comes Hoggy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Immediately turns around. He gets spotted out by the ward, so Blue Light and Apple are able to pull themselves out of there before they put on too much. Super Inferno Bomb. Mega Inferno Bomb going to come out.
With all this pressure in the bot lane with only 30 seconds left until the dragon spawns, it's going to make it really tough for Tiffin to get any priority on that.
Yeah, they might have to concede this second dragon. They're getting a lot of control in top.
Yeah, I mean, Wusidishi gets that first tower finally. It was on its last legs, and so he's finally able to get in there and finish that off. And so now you have the ability to put Camille on any side of the map that you really want. Get some gold on her, and now we got a possible fight brewing here.
The ult coming out from Sejuani and missing.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna. They might feel that one later, as if Tiffin decides to go for this dragon, but it doesn't look like it. They'll
Glacial
just opt to
Persian
give
does
it up.
miss, but Trine is still able to convert it into this Drake here. Will be their second, and we're finally going to get that answer on who's right. It will be a Cloud Soul, no healing. So
I'm
we
gonna
were
say
all
I
wrong.
guessed Cloud.
No, you didn't. Tucker?
Well, you guys guessed all the other ones, so I
Tucker?
was left with Cloud.
No, you know what? We said that choosing Infernal when it was wrong earlier was the worst, but you know what the real worst is? Not choosing at all.
Well, I didn't not
Exercise
choose.
your
I
right
just-
to vote, people.
This message was brought to you by Ohio Voters.
Ohio Voters Association.
Yeah.
Tiffin's in Ohio, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffin's like 40 minutes away from us
Yeah,
right
not
now.
very far.
I drive past Tiffin when I go home.
I mean, it's the Great Lakes Esports Conference. Like, I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, Tiffin's in Ohio. It's like, actually, we're in Nebraska, and it's like, I wouldn't have known.
Trine's in Indiana, I believe.
See?
There you go.
I could have been wrong.
Yeah, but like Tiffin's like really close. I think they're the closest school. But yeah, look at this CS difference in the mid lane right now.
Oh my goodness,
140 for
But
that
it's
Yasuo.
traded evenly about in the bot lane as well. 128 to 89.
Yeah. Both teams incredibly close right now, despite it being 3 kills up on Trine's side. That CS difference, as well as the Heralds and the tower pushed in by Wusidishi, has made it almost even. And now Wusidishi's here in the mid lane, just trying to get some extra gold. Turret platings are off, so he's not going to be able to get any more gold from those. League of Mental, though, might be caught out by 4 members of Trine here.
Yeah,
he's going to try and get out of there. Glacial Prison will come out. He'll barely survive. Call the Forge God and Tidecaller. So many ults used by Trine's side. None of them netting any kills.
Yeah.
Nature's Grasp does come on, but unable to get anything out of it.
Yeah, a lot of ults traded both ways just to kind of survive, to get out of that fight unscathed. I see Gragas just getting out, already healing up.
Overall, great job by Tiffin, able to avoid that situation and able to net 3 ults out of it. I mean,
flashes coming out from Sejuani, Camille, and Gragas, though, in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, summoners and ults traded, all for naught.
Yeah, Tiffin looks to maybe they might be able to get this second Rift Herald here. Looks like Trine is a little bit unawares. They probably just backed after that fight. Reset a little bit. Yeah, you see Lucian here. Has those tier 2 boots, the Berserker Greaves, and also a Sheen. So reaching quite a lot of damage here. Starting to build that up. That Sheen is so good on Lucian at dash. And gives you that increased auto attack damage along with the double auto attacks.
But Tiffin as well here. Able to get their second Rift Herald, assumingly.
Partnered with the Ziggs, they're going to have a lot of tower pressure.
Oh, absolutely. And Camille's in this bot side right now, so that's already some pressure put there. Especially if Barrel Rider's getting just damage dealt on.
I think it's pretty evident that Tiffin was looking to
get...
get...
Glacial Storm over the wall, and Blue Light just gets absolutely destroyed. Tidecaller also does come out, but not going to go with the secondary application onto Apple there.
Yeah. A great find there from that Sejuani.
Ooh, and League of Mental trying to go onto Harv now. And he pushes him right in the perfect position. Exhaust will come out, but Harv will die to League of Mental. Second kill for Tiffin, once again, on League of Mental.
What a great play, just to trade that kill back, keep the advantage.
Cadenator
not too far in the way of Trine's favors.
That kill actually giving Tiffin the gold lead. Very small, but a gold lead.
Yeah, and you can see that that's just, the difference in farm. We see Ziggs kind of building that back up a little bit, hopefully.
Cadenator having a 200 gold bounty despite not getting any kills, just because of that huge amount of CS. Mans is killing it.
So, it's going to be very interesting. I think this Ziggs also, not to, be biased or one way or the other, but I think the Ziggs requires a little bit less gold to be effective in team fights than the Lucian will. The Lucian needs, all the damage he can get just to survive, to deal out that damage before he dies. Meanwhile, Ziggs can kind of sit back. He has that time to build that damage up with those long-range abilities.
And keeping with the theme here, Tiffin not wanting to let the third dragon setting up Soul here. They're going to let the pressure from the Rift Herald go down towards the bot lane. And Harv, who was pushed up to get it, is going to end up being caught out by 3 members of Tiffin here. And Cadenator will go ahead and secure the kill. And Tiffin will be able to secure the Drake off of that. But at the same time, though, Trine is pushing in the mid lane. 3 members onto Wusidishi. The calling will come out, and Palms will get the kill there. They could very easily. Mega Inferno Bomb will try and secure the wave, but there's another wave coming right now. Just unfortunate timing on the side of Blue Light. So while they secure the dragon there, just to stop them from getting soul, they're getting the tier 2 turret. Great job by Trine there, being able to make the most out of the situation of losing a Harv and the dragon.
Yeah, so they'll look to clean up this topside jungle before resetting, probably. Just deny that farm from Tiffin. But Tiffin looks like they're setting up towards this bot side river. They might look for an engage.
Oh, Engage already has engaged onto Barrel Rider, and Cadenator will secure his second kill in a couple minutes.
Yeah, so Tiffin's kind of bouncing their way back in, at least kills-wise.
Pushing the objectives where they have them.
Yeah, and then also managing to nab some of these kills here. Get some gold onto their... I believe it is... Yeah, the Yasuo is getting 2 kills, the last 2 kills, Harv and Barrel.
And after all these trades and all these fights. It's only they're exactly even in gold actually.
Yeah, we came into this being told that it's probably going to be a close game, and we're definitely seeing that play out right now. I mean, this gold difference, yeah. Trine did have a bit of a lead, but Tiffin is just as much into it as they are.
Yeah, the lead just keeps building for Yasuo in terms of CS, 185 to 125. Meanwhile, Ziggs and Lucian. Ziggs is 135, 136 to 170, so he's catching up a little bit faster than Harv on the Malzahar is, and that could be, it could be a big difference here, especially if that lead starts to kind of build in the way of Tiffin's favor. Every little CS counts. So
Usudishi wants to go over and get some nice damage on the Barrel Rider as he gets the rest of the wave. But both teams, no objectives to really go after right now. Baron is up, but really you're not going to want to force it right now. Especially with how close this game is. Neither team wants to try and push it. Speaking of pushing it, here comes the Glacial Storm Tidecaller straight into League of Mental's face, giving the kill over to Magic Griffin.
Yeah, double ults there from Trine.
That combo we've seen like 3 times already.
Just so much CC locked down, can't escape even with the flash. So yeah, I mean that gives a lot of control, and Trine look to just start up this Baron.
I mean, it's the member of the team you want to get rid of due to having no smite. Yeah, I got the damage. I mean, Lucian.
I don't think they have the damage. I mean, they have the damage to do it for sure, but it's just taken a long time here.
Aegon Turnabound does come out. The burn will do some significant damage, but the smite from Sejuani will be too strong, and net a Baron buff to Trine.
Yeah, not a ton of damage.
Oh, this entire time, Wusidishi's pushing in the bot lane. He's about to secure the tier 2. Baron buff is going to help Barrel Rider out a lot, but gets some nice damage and nearly kills that tier 2 turret. So again, an avenue for later. Tiffin, not necessarily leading kills, but as I said, they're pushing in those split pushers. They're getting them in the areas where they need to be on the other side of the map while Trine's doing stuff, and they're flawlessly executing what their game plan needed to be.
Yeah, they're just looking for anything to trade back off the Baron. Finding a lot of damage in the bot lane, keeping top push, keeping the pressure. It's going to kind of stall Trine out here with this Baron. You know, they won't have all these waves to go to. They won't have a ton of pressure in the side lanes. So there's not really a place for them to go if they can't push mid. And it looks like Tiffin is managing to hold that mid push. So just opting to hold on to the Baron, have that pressure when they need it. But
23 minutes in, Trine only leading with a 1.1 gold advantage.
Yeah, we have Dragon up in 40 seconds, so I'd say look for both teams to make an appearance there.
Definitely going to be tough for Tiffin with Trine having Baron to get that extra push in all the lanes. Going to be tough for them to get any prio on this drag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a question of whether or not Tiffin wants to concede Soul Point. I mean, not so early into the game, but fairly early. Because that lead is just going to start to compound a little bit.
Well, and it's going to set up a fight at 29, 28 minutes if they are able to secure that now. So it's really a matter of, is that what Trine wants to do? Do they believe they have the team fight ability? And I believe they do. So they will go ahead and go for it. Lucian's got that damage. He's definitely able to burst it down pretty simply. Yeah, so no member of...
Looks like they'll look for that tier 2 top side, though.
Yep. Barrel Rider has come up here expecting it. Will he get caught out? He's just going to be able to get to the turret. Usudishi will try and get the wave here. And Polip's going to use the last bit of his Baron buff to attempt to do something mid lane. And then rotate over to the bot lane as Harv is pushing it in here.
Yeah, this bot lane tier 2 looks like it's going to go down, and there's nothing that Tiffin can really do
Glacial
about
Storm
it.
comes out to just kind of stop Tiffin from trying to contest it. Ooh, teleport does come out from the around the side of Usudishi. They want to engage here. Hoggy's going to push it. League of Mental's going to push Hoggy into the enemy team, however. Calling will come out, but Wusidishi able to secure the solo kill.
Huge shutdown gold there.
Yep. Nature's Grass. Hoggy's going to go over the wall. Wusidishi's going to flash right over it. And there goes the ult that Cadenator will be able to secure the kill onto.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great fight
there.
Yeah.
With that shutdown.
Yeah, turn the loss of a turret into 2 kills for your team. Absolutely. Take that any day of the week.
Yeah, especially just with those shutdowns also. That's a ton of gold funneled onto really the main AD members of Tiffin. You saw Camille get that kill onto Lucian, and then Yasuo get that kill onto the Sejuani, I believe.
Yeah, 800 gold going onto such a prominent top laner.
Yep, he's got that Revenant's Hydra now, so he's going to be able to just more minion pushing, you know. So he's going to get some nice damage onto Barrel Rider here. He's going to try and trade it back with the Brittle. Barrel Rider knows what he's doing on this horn, I got to say.
Yeah, Lucian just hovering around that bot side.
Call of the Forge God will come out.
Look to engage. Just whether or not they can have that follow-up doesn't look like it.
Probably just looked a little bit different in the head. They thought they had the engage there. I mean, and I don't blame them. It was a 4v1 there in another universe, but...
Also, crucially, Camille had no mana.
Yeah.
So, the team fight, or not the team fight, but the fight would be rather one-sided. Camille not able to use really any abilities, just forced to auto-attack. And in a 4v1, that is not what you want to happen. So, but yeah, Tiffin's just able to take what they can get. You see them. This is very interesting. This is going to be a collapse onto 3 members of Trine here.
Here they come.
And a great engage.
The ult from Cadenator there. That's that pop-up we're looking for. The next target will be Hoggy. Hextech Ultimatum will come out. And on the other side of the map, though, Ligamental engaged too hard onto Magic Griffin. Harv was able to secure the kill. Bubble will land. Wusiishi going over all these walls trying to get the kill on the Magic Griffin. He's going to continue to chase after him. Probably going to eat through the wall here.
Yeah, just
and Harv is able to secure him. Gets Mr. President out of there.
That Nami, most important member of the team for sure.
And 27 minutes into this game, it is still even.
Yeah, we were promised a close game, and it for sure is delivering.
Wusiishi's going to go over the wall, though. They want to secure the kill on the Barrel Rider here. But more importantly, they want to secure this Tier 1 mid turret. They will get it.
And there comes that Ziggs pushing power, taking the turret down for about 25%.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the entire time Caden's pushing in the top Tier 2.
And even that tower almost in range of Ziggs.
So yeah, both teams here keeping the gold even, but honestly, the pushing potential and the power of just controlling the map definitely in Tiffin's favor.
Yeah, they've managed to find 2 pretty good fights consecutively. That 5v3 just now in the kind of the top river sets them up great to keep snowballing. Probably puts them even closer to being in the lead than they were before. So,
and that fight just shows the importance of vision control. I mean, it's gone both ways when these players are getting caught out. It's because they're pushing up for vision, even here.
Ligamental. Glacial Storm and Call the Forge God will come out. Continue with CC. Will the Zhonya's Hourglass be enough to save him? Nethergrass will keep him there, and the Calling will do the damage to finish him off.
Yeah.
All 5 ults there used to secure a kill on the Ligamental. 30 seconds before this very crucial Drake. Worth, honestly. You get your jungler out there. I mean, he'll spawn right as the dragon does. But now they want to go after Cadenator to secure another kill.
But without these ults, can they 5v4?
Yeah, I think, you know, crucially the Gragas is dead. So that sets up the Yasuo, or a crucial setup for the Yasuo missing from this next fight. So it's going to be kind of on himself and some of these other teammates to try and get this if they're going to go for it. But it doesn't look like they are. They looks like to opt to trade Baron.
I mean, Ligamental will have to get there in time in order to smite it, which I don't doubt that they have the damage. They have Yasuo Ziggs. But now, Barrel Rider going to be the first to try and push
using that vision control.
Oh, I see. They want to think that they're forcing Baron and then wait for someone to go in. Barrel Rider is here. Hoggy's going to go over the wall, though, and now all of a sudden you have another problem. Ligamental separated from the rest of the team. And now they want to go in. Hextech Ultimatum used on Hoggy. Going to keep him there. Call of the Forge God will come out, but the Yasuo Wind Wall will stop him from doing that. Teleport will come in from Harv here. And the rest of the members of Tiffin are going to have to try and escape.
Yeah, that vision not proving enough as...
They had such an important game plan, but League of Mental being caught out, just completely shut it down, and it caused them to just have ironically enough, caused them to have an easy target to go to.
Yeah, oops, sorry, everyone. The Sejuani is... Whoops.
Oh, Nethergrasp used onto Wusudishi there, who gets caught out by the other 4 members, and they get an easy kill there.
Yeah, so now the momentum definitely swinging in favor of Trine here. They have the Baron, they have Soul, a 4K gold advantage, or 2K gold advantage.
Their opening is in the bot and the mid lane.
Yeah, this is Trine's game to win at this point.
To lose, you mean?
No, that's their game to win.
Well, fair enough.
They have themselves set up really on a great spot.
Yep, they will at least secure the mid inhibitor here. Don't have the macro play in order because the bot lane is shoved in much favored towards Tiffin.
With so many T's, I know it's crazy. Both
trying to make me say
it's unreal.
Trying to make me say a tongue twister in League of Legends commentary.
That's what League of Legends commentary is. Tongue twisters. What? You see these names, bro? Sejuani.
Malzahar. So yeah, off of this mid push, Trine here wants to go ahead and get this top tier 1. Not restrict their possibilities with this Baron buff.
Yeah, just going around the map, making sure they're, checking everything off their list.
Checking it twice. It's Christmas time.
It's November, but that's we're not quite there yet. But
we don't know when people will be watching this VOD.
True.
But if you're watching this in December, why? Leave your answer in the comments.
Then it was a really good game.
Yeah.
We're on Sports Center.
Reliving the good old days.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough for Tiffin. I mean, I think there's certainly a way for them back in, for sure. I'm not counting them out just yet. One good Grag assault, one good Yasuo fight, and this could really go their favor. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a great setup.
Oh, Cadenator here gets caught out once again and Trine continuing to he's just like, oh, I've been Nethergrass? No, I have not. Cadenator here trying to pull off the ultimate escape. Will he be able to? He's trying. Tidecaller, though, going to be his demise as Nami secures the kill.
A lot of ults coming out there. That'll be 3 ults.
Yeah,
for a Yasuo kill.
I mean, that was his first death of the game, so granted, they do get that shutdown also, and as one of the stronger members of the team, they can, have a little bit of a safer push in. They're not at risk of being engaged on by the Gragas as much.
Here. Mega Inferno Bomb will try and get most of the wave out, but they will secure the second inhibitor.
Yeah, Tiffin has to wait for this Yasuo to come back, unless there's some
Wusudishi
heroics
uses
from
Zhonya's
Wusudishi.
Hourglass. Barrel Rider does go in here. He's going to start taking turret damage. League of Mental Zhonya Hourglass will come out. Nature's Grasp will come out, but he's not going to hit anyone.
Yeah, and they just hold the line. Trine not having any of those ults that they just used to kill the Yasuo. Just, say we'll back out. We'll wait until our ults are back up again. We have a better team fight. So.
But another crucial thing that either team is really going to need here is this Elder Drake spawning in 135.
Oh, great knock-up from that Ziggs.
Barrel Rider misses the second proc of Call of the Forge God, so he's not going to be able to continue to move on to League of Mental yet.
Yeah, the Ziggs just saving League of Mental right there also knocks him up so he can't get that second cast on
Unable to charge.
Yeah, so.
The Yasuo CS reaching 324. Really getting up there.
My goodness, look at him
We might see a flame horizon.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 13 away. He's got 13,000 gold. Cadenator, definitely feasting right now. He's on 4 items.
Pushing on level 18 at 34 minutes.
Yeah, so they definitely need to play through him.
Yep. Try and get one of those important knockups. You'll have Gragas Barrel. You'll have Ziggs Satchel, most certainly. Just really try and get a big boy ult off. Honestly, if it's through Gragas Barrel, if you're really able to do that, that's going to be an easy Elder Drake. If they're able to win this team fight, they're right back in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not they can, hold these lanes out. They
But
have
see,
super minions coming
even
in.
Trine knows that, and they know that because Yasuo's not here on the map, they can go in. Hagi is going to be caught out by the Hextech ultimatum here, but the damage is going to be dealt. Hagi's going to be able to get the kill on the Apple here, but Hagi will fall. Ziggs will go ahead and get the kill on the Nami, and Tiffin's turning this right back around. Cadenator will fall here. Legamental and Wusidishi, 3v2 right now, but they're all low on Tiffin's side.
They're all low,
Ziggs
but
running
so
low
is
on mana as well.
Wusidishi, Blue Light here, is going to have to try and be the savior with no mana. I'm assuming it's going to be Wusidishi trying to get his health and mana back, and then he's going to teleport over the wall.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Yeah, it looks like after
It ends
that
up being a 3-for-3 trade.
Yeah, and that favors Tiffin at this point. At least in my eyes,
They don't
they're
lose
trying
the
to
game.
Yeah,
Gives them more time. They denied Trine that Elder Soul.
Yeah, but look at this. Hagi is going to spawn before Legamental does. And so it's going to be up to the other members of the team to try and set up for the Elder Drake, which is already up right now.
yeah. These minions coming out. Crucially, still super minions in that bot lane, so it's going to be very difficult for
Wusidishi
Tiffin to
and
kind of
Harp here.
take that prio back.
It's just going to be which team is able to set up that perfect situation where they're able to get it. And now we've got fight part 2 happening. Same location.
Yeah.
Meet me back at our blue side jungle. Is what Tiffin is saying. But now Cadenator is here. Nethergrass will go on, and Wusidishi will be the target, and he'll just get bursted down by all the ults. Apple will take a decent amount of damage, and now that's going to be 2 kills for Tiffin. For Trine, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, and that looks like it's going to be just Elder given over. I don't really see how there's a way for Tiffin to contest. At this point, they just need a miracle.
Barrel Rider is sectioning off. And yeah, blue team is going to be able to secure the Elder buff there. So now Cadenator.
It looks like they're gonna rotate right up towards Baron. If they get both of these, it's gonna be a real tough time for Tiffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that burn and then crucially that execute from the Elder Dragon. So, damage starts to come in, and it doesn't.
And now
really
they're
look
able to
like
burst it
there's-
down even further.
Yeah, doesn't look like Tiffin has any plan for this this Baron.
Trine might be able to just walk down mid with both of these buffs.
They are going to go ahead and reset, though. Except for Barrel Rider, who's going to get this red buff first.
He doesn't really need to reset. He can build items. If
Yeah,
you,
he
if you
can
didn't
build
know
items
that.
right out of the shot. And he's got health and enough mana to survive, so why not? Aw, Tucker, you did learn.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. Occasionally I do. If you ask my professors.
So yeah, level 18 on most of the people here, except for Apple, who's on 13, and Blue Light on 16, Polyps on 17, Magic Griffin on 16. I guess there are less people on 18 than I thought. Glacial Storm will come out. The stun will land on the Legamental. He will go ahead and use it, but the Elder buff is going to... Ooh, I mean, Wusidishi on the other side is trying to get Polyps here. But Nethergrass is going to be his demise, and now all the members of Tiffin are going down.
Just too much damage coming out from that Elder Soul, making it almost impossible for Tiffin to respond.
And that will be game 1 in favor of Trine University, the Trine Storm.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So overall, it was a pretty even game for most of it throughout. But as the time went on, Trine able to push through their early bot lane winning. They were really able to push that advantage, and that ended up netting them the Dragon Soul, because they were able to continue to push through mid lane and bot lane, and then through Elder and Baron, and they just used these objectives to really in their favor to continue to swing that pendulum towards their win. So that'll be game 1 for them. And we will be going to game 2 very shortly. So it'll be nice to see how both teams choose to adapt their playstyle in this very, very close series thus far. So we will be right back with that.
Actually, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. know that you're mine.
I was ready.
Oh, what? Oh, we're on?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're on.
man.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
live.
Ready to go.
Words and stuff in League of Legends.
Anivia banned.
That is a classic for our mid laner. They get it banned every single game.
So, yeah,
Seraphine
sides
banned.
have stayed the same. Trine will once again be on the blue side, and the red side will once again be Tiffin. So, like we said before we went, Trine really just pushed their advantage once they were able to secure those dragons and get that bot lane pushed in. But Tiffin is definitely putting up a formidable fight, so it'll be interesting to see how they transform that into this game, what new strategies they're implementing. Obviously, you'd probably know a little bit more about that than I would.
Yeah, they have a few comps that they might pull out this game. I'm not sure which one. There's a few options that would be interesting to see. But we do see that Lucian being banned after not having a good time with it last game, and there comes the Yuumi pick.
No Ornn yet. Yuumi, not my favorite champion to watch.
No.
What do you think? What do you think about?
It's like the opposite of the orange.
This is the bad ending. So yeah, Kai'Sa is picked up for blue light here.
Some AD in the bot lane this game.
Yep. And we're just gonna go ahead and pick up the whole bot lane here with Nautilus. Nautilus sets up into that Kai'Sa pretty nicely.
Nautilus jungle?
Yes, Nautilus jungle. Tucker.
Hey, it's been done before.
It'll
I've
be
done
the
it.
Nautilus support, but
Yeah.
don't tell Trine I said that.
I'll go let him. I'll go whisper in their ears. It's Nautilus jungle.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys.
It's not jungle. So yeah, so Hoggy and Harv are gonna have to pick the bot half.
Hey,
They're gonna-
I've heard about this before actually.
Ashe
Big
Yuumi?
fan of Ashe. They're a big fan of Ashe over there. The ADC for Trine.
That's right.
That is a comfort pick for him. So
So we do have both bot lanes picked out
Yeah,
here.
that's all
So
I know about
so Trine's gonna have to blind pick something in the first round of picks here. Will it be top, mid, or jungle? Probably gonna be jungle.
Interesting to see if the Vladimir pick comes out here. Something that would definitely be scary. But there comes the Ornn yet again.
Yeah, baby, I stay winning. I stay just.
the only reason you're staying in the cast is because Ornn comes up and you're just too excited to leave.
Yeah, I mean.
You've been
yeah.
off work for like 6 hours now.
I am working so much overtime right now. Just 'cause
You're
of this Ornn.
volunteering, honestly.
Yeah.
Tiffin confident with that top lane matchup, gonna run it back.
I mean,
Yeah.
both have their individual merits. Again, Ornn with that CC, Camille with that raw damage power. So then we've got the mid lane and the jungle matchups. League of Mental here was a pretty big factor in Trine's win just because of getting caught out at times, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting to see how they choose to evolve around that. And Cadenator obviously did very, very well for himself. So we'll have to see how Tiffin chooses to evolve their comp around the situation now that they have this Kai'Sa Nautilus in the bot lane. Maybe a little bit more CC to just start chaining some stuff up.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like a control mage here to also get that AP on the board.
Yeah, and definitely putting their AD carry on something more comfortable rather than that AP Ziggs pick.
So yeah, so they do go ahead and ban out the Yasuo, so we're not seeing that again from Cadenator. Unfortunately.
They
though.
trade the mid bans actually, as they do ban out that Malzahar.
Yeah.
So
So Harv will be seeing in a completely new mid lane here for both teams.
A possible Victor ban here if they double ban mid. Oh, but they're going to go with the Nocturne, something that League of Mental has been playing a lot of recently.
Yeah, but also not necessarily in the meta Nocturne anymore because of those nerfs a couple patches ago that happened to him. So, yeah, we go into the second round of picks here. Both teams are going to get a counter pick off, so it really matters of which one they favor here. On Tiffin's side, it looks like they're going to favor the jungle here as they pick the Trundle. Or they're going to favor the mid lane, rather. They want them the mid lane counter pick. So they'll pick the Trundle for League of Mental here. So some nice slowing to combine into Nautilus hooks and Kai'Sa damage and whatnot, as well as Camille damage.
Looks like Trine's mid laner is going to have to blind pick into the enemy mid.
Ooh, is this a Morgana jungle?
You could flex that mid or jungle.
Yeah.
you have to assume that it's going to be jungle. Morgana mid is not
Yeah, it's doable, but definitely not
I
ideal.
mean, Morgana jungle is just not a thing that I've seen in such a long time. They pick up the Syndra here for Harv as well, so they do have that control mage, which taking that out of the hands of Kadenator, which is
Here comes
probably a good thing.
The counter pick, though. He's going to get to see that Syndra and react.
I'm wondering if we'll see something else like an Orianna or a Cassiopeia maybe.
We've seen a Kali. We've seen
Oh!
a Kali go.
There's the Victor
You
I mentioned
called it.
earlier.
You
Something
called
that
it.
he really likes to play, feels comfortable on, has a lot of time on it.
So not necessarily CCable, but definitely bringing out that damage with with the Chaos Storm and just overall the poke that Victor has. So yeah, Ornn, Morgana jungle. It's so interesting. So
Yeah, the
interesting to see.
clear is not bad. And then the ganking potential is there with the Q. That root or stun is a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Very, very memed how long that Morgana stun is. You could go cook like a whole lasagna and be back, and you'll still be CC'd.
yeah,
True.
just go watch another league game and you
Yeah.
come back and you're still CC'd. But yeah, I think that
Very
Morgana.
CC heavy team in general.
Yeah, just the passive slow from that Ashe, the Yuumi, Q, and ult. Syndra has a ton of
Yep.
stun, and then also just knockback.
Ornn alt and,
Ornn, yeah.
and Ornn Q into E, and just this is a very slow heavy team. So they're probably going to be very, very nice in team fights. But there's some nice damage on the side of Tiffin here that we should also talk about. You've got this Camille who will be able to isolate these picks and hopefully start making those happen. It's going to be difficult again on this Ornn, but if they're able to push it like they did last time and really put some early pressure into that top lane, then it should be very, very nice for them to push that out, especially onto this Morgana, who's going to be a much easier jungler to take out than Sejuani, you know? So, and Victor and Kaisa, again, going to be doing some awesome damage as well. If they're really able to isolate the targets that they want, they should be able to pick up some nice kills and transition that into other stuff.
Yeah, and Trine, without having that Malzahar pick, the Camille's really going to be able to get on that Ashe, and she's not going to have much to respond outside of the Yuumi healing.
Yep.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, because neither Ashe nor Yuumi have any sort of way to disengage from being engaged on, besides maybe an ult to slow down and flash out.
Right.
Possibly. But Kaisa and Nautilus just a lot more mobile in what they're able to do, so they're going to try and push that advantage they have and hopefully turn around this bot lane, because that was a big part of how Trine was able to win last time. So if they're able to push this mobility advantage they have, especially with Trundle coming, because that's going to be slowing too.
Yeah.
I believe you brought that up, and I'm just now mentioning it again. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, the Trundle is something they were considering picking, but into this matchup, it'll be interesting with him being such a tank shredder and then them not picking a tanky jungler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have the Ornn, though, so that's kind of all the tank shred you
absolutely.
need. So that one Trundle can pretty much bring that Ornn down into a killable range in terms of just armor shred.
So yeah, we're going to give you a little bit of another minute to kind of warm up to this matchup and think about it in your brain, and we'll be right back for game 2 of Tiffin versus Trine. It's do or die for Tiffin University as they want to win Game 2 here and force a Game 3, and their opponent being Trine. So exciting because, like, as we've seen time and again, this matchup is very, very even.
Oh yeah.
You know, both teams really are able to push whatever they want, and so yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if Tiffin looks for more dragon pressure this time around.
So we do see the reverse invade come out, despite them having the Nautilus, which is usually pretty much signals an invade.
It's going to be interesting to see how and through which lanes they play through, the junglers. I think we'll see Trine. We'll see Trine's Morgana probably played through mid. I just don't think any of the lanes really have a ton of kill potential besides maybe bot.
I think when bot lane hits 6, they're definitely going to look for something with that Ashe R followed by the Morgana Q.
I really think what Trine is going for here is to survive the laning phase, and then these team fights are going to be absolutely destructive towards what they want to do. Because of how much CC potential they have.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't necessarily think laning phase is going to be the problem for them. I think they're just going to want to try and survive until then. And when they're able to get through that, then they are pretty good. Team fights are going to be all theirs. Objectives going to be all theirs. They just got to survive laning phase without too much damage taken. And you know, if you're not, you can be as mobile as you want, but if you're going to get CC'd for 12 seconds, then
right.
Not going to be able to do
Your
much
mobility
about
doesn't
it.
really mean much then.
Yeah. So Wusidishi and Barrel Rider here. Once again on this Camille Ornn matchup. Third time out of 4 games we've seen today. That's been this exact same matchup. Top lane's getting very stale.
It's just two
Always
really
has
good
been.
picks, you know, the Ornn being able to upgrade items for late and then the Camille scaling.
Yeah.
It's hard not to pick them. Here
Hook
comes that
will
level 2
land.
engage.
And because there's only really one target. Oh my goodness, so much early damage on the blue light here. Magic Griffin going to pop out for a second. But yeah, because Magic Griffin doesn't necessarily have any CC access until level 6, he has to slow with the Q. But, you know, on an engage that blue light and Apple are going to be providing. League of Mental here. Going to force the
great flash.
early flash out of Harv. He's going to get the stun down.
Yeah,
but
that looks like it's going to be it. It was a great pillar from Trundle to try to keep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Harv
Harv is still going in here. He's trying to get the kills on the Cade. Trying to get the kill on the Cadenator.
Looks like they're just trying to crash this wave to try to deny Harv some of that CS.
Yeah, it doesn't get that cannon. But, yeah, great pillar from League of Mental to try to keep him in that Victor E to get that stun off. But Harv flashes out, manages to make sure he doesn't give that first blood over too early.
Bot lane just able to crash this wave here already. A 12 CS advantage, just huge push in.
Yeah, it's the problem of having that Yuumi in that early game.
Yep.
One target means there's so much damage that the ADC can be traded into.
And it's very, it's not having a support that's there to offer support, even a tank damage, even to provide another target. You know, it's you don't have to think too much about the mind game because there's only one person to attack.
Yeah. But you see that healing that Yuumi provides already. That Ashe was taken very low in the beginning, but fully healed up before they even back. Just a little bit of mana to get
Just going back to sustainability is the name of the game here. Tankiness of Ornn and the healing of Yuumi is going to make these side lanes really able to try and get through this laning phase, and then they're really going to shine once they get past that.
Just freezing this lane in the bot lane, not letting them get any CS for free. This cannon's going to go down. And yeah, that CS lead in the bottom will just keep growing if Tiffin plays it.
Do have a lane game
Very
coming
low.
out from Hoggy here in the bot lane. As they are just kind of chilling right there, and the target will be Apple. All that damage coming out from the Morgana as well as Magic Griffin. Flash will come out from Apple, but Morgana will land the final blow. That'll be first blood for Trine.
Yeah, you see that CC just lasting so long. Especially just that Morgana Q. Even with the flash, not able to get out, slowed constantly from those Ashe auto attacks. Yeah, and just a pretty easy first blood. I don't think too much was used on the side of trying to get that. As they will look to reset once again, keep that advantage that they have, that extra gold from that kill.
It's probably very nice to set up this Morgana early, as, you know, more damage is always going to be nice, especially once you get that lockdown Q into E, and that's just going to be so much burn damage. I'm sure she's going the Leandries here with this, with the Codex. Wusidishi here, no mana, low health. Barrel Rider actually forcing the back here. Both getting access to their ultimate ability.
Yeah, and you just see that sustain coming in from Ornn being able to build items in lane.
Whoa, he can build items in lane?
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a friend told me about Ornn once.
We're friends?
I take it.
And to think I was going to give you my inheritance. Anyway.
You are younger than I am. I don't think you have any more inheritance than I do.
Got a GameStop gift card.
Oh.
Tiffin is going to secure the first Drake here.
Yeah. That's off to a little bit of a different start than last time.
Yep.
I believe Trine got the first Drake last time, so opting for a little bit more early game control.
I mean, and Tiffin just recognizing the importance of those Drakes last game, because most of it was even until Trine was starting to stack those Drakes and getting the soul. So.
Oh, a great flash. Last second.
Amazing reaction time by Wusidishi there. Oh, Trundle has come in with the pillar, but gonna be just a nuisance and nothing more.
Yeah, pops that Predator. Unable to really get into the fight. I think Wusidishi called that off probably.
Just because of the tower pushing in. Doesn't want to miss that much CS. Doesn't want to give Barrel Rider any more to work with.
Yeah, CS is pretty even across the board.
Yep.
Well, within
now
one
that
or two, mostly.
Yeah, now that the healing is starting to come in and that sustainability is coming in for Polyps, he's able to kind of stay in lane a lot more comfortably now. Doesn't feel so pressured to push back. And so, yeah, now we have Unleashed Power and Chaos Storm online for these mid laners. Wusidishi, though, is going to use the Hextech Ultimatum to go in. Ligamental is right around the corner. Call of Forge God does come out. Teleport does come in, but will Barrel Rider be alive? Wusidishi, as hard, just pushes in, gets that nice damage off, and now Unleashed Power will be used on a Ligamental. Cadenator has also roamed up. Barrel Rider pretty low health.
Yeah, just roaming up, can just push that lane in, try to get, you know, any consolation prize that they can. But yeah, a great call of the Forge God, knocks up Wusidishi.
Yep, gets that extra damage off, and Harv able to teleport it in and finish it off before they can even think about killing Barrel Rider all the way through.
Yeah, they're gonna trade back for this Rift Herald.
That's that consolation prize you're talking about.
Yeah, and it could even turn into more if.
And now
they use it
Hoggy
correctly.
making a mistake of trying to go in on the bot lane of Tiffin here. Very, very low health. Got to be careful. Blue Light will be the target. The Q will land through Blue Light onto Apple, and he will die here. Blue Light very, very low. He's trying to get the kill onto Hoggy. Wusidishi will be able to secure it. And now Pops is going to get some extra damage on Wusidishi. Teleport will come out from Barrel Rider here.
Yeah, just opting to get out. Take the kill. Try your best to get out.
Turns into a 2-1 trade for Trine. And now that's 2 kills onto the Ashe.
Yeah. Will League of Mental drop this Rift Herald, or will he just opt to get the tower plates normally?
How about neither?
Yeah, that's also an option. Pick the third one.
Option C. Unfortunate, but with Harv there already having that kill, already got that lost chapter. Got to be careful about that damage potential.
Yeah, I think at this point, League of Mental needs to head down to the bot, drop that Rift Herald down there. Once his team needs it back, buy them some time, get some extra tower gold onto that Kaisa. And I think that's going to push them back into a more even setting, as you know, that Ashe does have those 2 kills. Kaisa only has the 1 assist.
Ligamental is coming down here for a lane gank, a la Hoggy a little bit ago.
Yeah,
Will get spotted out by a
ward.
ward. He's going to channel the back there. I'm wondering if they know the ward is there and they're just playing through it. Otherwise, this is going to look very silly on the side of Tiffin when they look at this VOD.
I don't think they know about this ward.
Yeah, Polyps and Magic Griffin obviously not going to step anywhere near that. And now they're just kind of sitting there.
No way to clear the ward either. No control wards, no sweeper.
Yep.
They're just going to sit there.
So they're just... and Hoggy's not up. Hoggy's going to be able to just get some red side because they know exactly where Ligamental is.
And
Tough
they
to
are going to
watch.
invest a lot of time into this.
They're
If
just,
they somehow get a kill out of this, I
just sitting
will...
the Ashe Arrow will come out. And it will be going on to Victor. Will it land? It will.
Oh.
Call the Forge God will be right after it. And then Unleash Power will finish it off. 3 ult combo onto Cadenator, securing another kill for Harv. So they did give up. They got out of the bush, and they'll get 3 tower platings.
Looks like
4
they'll take
tower
down the
platings.
tower here.
Yeah, they will go ahead and get the tower probably.
Or not. They'll get pushed off.
I mean, that extra armor from taking out 4 of them is certainly going to
Oh, yeah.
be difficult to finish off. The Mountain Drake is up, though. Hoggy's around. Both junglers have access to Smite. If that pressure were applied a little bit earlier, or
There wasn't a ward.
If there wasn't a ward, if they spent some more time there, or honestly spend less time there, getting that pressure off, they definitely would have been able to have access to that dragon while having that pressure. And now Hoggy's got a Yumi on her,
Ligamental does use that smite.
trying to
so
sidestep the impending Morgana Q. Apple is also here.
both junglers trade out smites while the drag is up.
They
Yeah.
both have the short cooldowns, though, just 15 seconds, and it's back up.
Yep.
Yeah, so just handshaking. This not gonna fight for drag yet, either team. But it looks like
And Trine in this early game is just showing off a 3K gold lead at the moment. Feeling a lot more comfortable in this one.
just trading out in the top lane. You see the sustain coming in from that Ornn, just living forever pretty much. Buying items, you know you can do that.
What? No way.
But yeah, CS advantage in the mid lane. 20 CS for Harv on the Syndra. In the bot lane, it's pretty even. Trine does take that second dragon, evening out the count.
Will be
1-1.
another Cloud Soul.
I called that again.
Bruh. You are straight up lying to me.
I was. You can go ask someone else.
Looking for a dive on the
Did I
top
say it?
side.
Yeah, I did.
Cadenator and Ligamental are up here. Hextech Ultimatum will come out to prevent Barrel Rider as well as the Chaos Storm. Musidishi will secure the kill. Call the Forge God will come out, but obviously it's not going to do anything if Ornn's dead.
Yeah, so a lot of tower plating going to be able to grabbed by Tiffin here.
Yep, and that's going to take a huge chunk out of this gold deficit.
Yeah, but will it be enough is the question as they trade.
They got the first tower.
Get that tower.
A lot of gold. Just before Trine takes this one down.
Yep, and on the other side of the map, Trine is going to push into the bot side. Bot tower here. There are 3 of them, so they could stay here and continue to push top lane. They are instead just going to go and try and take some jungle camps. Now 2K gold lead favoring Trine. 1 tower apiece.
Yeah, just resetting, waiting out for these next big objectives.
And really, you look at the difference in CS here, and you know, Trine is really leading in some areas in this mid lane in this jungle, and then it's right back there with Musidishi into Barrel Rider. But you know, because of that, Ornn doesn't really need to farm. He's a CC bot, you know. Ligamental here wants to take the blue buff. He does.
It's a quick yoink.
Quick yoink. He's gonna get out of there using the ice, and he might be able to transition that right into going after this Rift Herald.
Just a mental play at that point, you know? You don't get to have the blue buff. Well, especially against Morgana, it's more
Who
impactful.
needs that blue buff?
I guess it's in the name, League
Oh,
of Mental.
Yuumi kills blue light.
I thought you were saying 1v1 blue light, and I was about to be like, we need to have a talk.
Not how that works. Barrel Rider gets a combo onto League of Mental here, and that's going to allow the 4 members of Trine around to go ahead and secure this second Rift Herald.
But it's going to
Oh,
reset
it will
on
reset, so it'll take some time. That may allow League of Mental the opportunity he needs. Yeah, they're not going to be able to go after it now. It'll take too much time. Morgana jungler, not known for taking big objectives very fast.
Shut down.
Oh, Wutsidishi gets the shutdown on the Harv on the bot side of the map. And now that's going to be some split pushing potential. He's going to get tower gold here. And that'll be the second tower for Tiffin.
Been destroyed.
A lot of gold going onto Tiffin's top laner.
Yeah. And now they're right back in it. 3 kills now. Onto Wutsidishi.
Yeah, and if there's someone that's going to access or get into this back line and shut down some of these people for Trine, it's going to be Wutsidishi on that Camille.
Yeah, not much of a response that the Ashe will be able to have, or the Syndra from that Camille ult.
Yeah, the Camille ult is going to be a lot. That key, I believe, is if Morgana black shields before the Camille ult goes off, it prevents it, correct? I'm
I think
pretty
that-
sure
yeah.
I've seen that happen before.
Kind of a tough timing, something that might be difficult to pull off, but
Yeah, might be tough timing, or maybe even just, you know, poor targeting from the Camille.
Nonetheless, Wutsidishi is the way that Tiffin is going to stay in this thing, at least for the moment. Just because of that split pushing ability. She's staying in the bot lane here. Barrel Rider's the only one around. He's just going to continue to play some vision. Next Drake is up in 40 seconds. First Cloud Drake of the game.
some resets coming through to set up for that, get some items before the big fight.
It's going to be interesting to see what League of Mental does with this Rift Herald before this dragon spawns. Could be dropped mid to
I'm
put
assuming,
a lot
yeah,
of
I'm assuming it's
pressure.
going to be used to create some sort of pressure, probably in the mid lane. Although it could easily be pushed bot lane if they wanted to try and secure that tier 2.
Yeah, it's just
Nonetheless-
whatever they think is more threatening and whatever they can access easier.
Probably going to be a big team fight out of this. All 10 members of the game are here. League of Mental, Apple, and Blue Light are in this bush here. Call of the Forge God will come out from Barrel Rider on the other side of the map. It'll only land onto Blue Light. Apple will get the engage, but the rest of his team isn't around to help him out. Barrel Rider takes some damage as well as Cadenator. He's going to have to get out of there. Chaos Storm will try and go in, and Cadenator will get the kill on the Barrel Rider. Zonios will come out for Wutsidishi, but he will be shut down by Hoggy.
Yeah, it's the, I believe, 2-for-1 trade for Trine. They'll secure this third drag of the game, their second, propelling them one step closer to getting that soul, and then eventually to that Elder when it does spawn, or if it does spawn.
If we get to that point.
Yeah. But, yeah, it seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication from Apple as he went in very deep, but when his team was not quite ready.
It looks like he saw that opportunity to jump on the Ashe with all of her damage, and he jumped on it but had no follow-up.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, so, oh, sorry again, everyone.
Oh, you
0
banged
for
on the
2
mic
on
at a
that.
medium difficulty. How dare you?
Oh, it's probably really loud for them. That's all I have to say.
Our poor deaf audience.
Yes. Try to be all-inclusive here.
Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, just continually kind of swinging in Trine's favor. You know, Tiffin's doing what they can to bring it back. Wusidishi's had some great kills.
And as much as Wusidishi is the key to getting back into this thing, it's not very useful in team fights except for people who are escaping, you know?
Yeah,
The
either
Hex
escaping
Tech
or just
ultimate.
locking down.
Yeah.
But Yeah,
Really is
already
their bread
having
and
used that stopwatch also means the survivability in fights is gonna drop drastically. Unable to go into that invulnerable form for 2 seconds.
The enchanted crystal arrow on Ashe does miss whatever target it was intended for, so they do not have access to that for a limited amount of time. Baron is up, but only in an extreme situation do I see them going for it. Like onto Hoggy right now with the Yumi.
Yeah, it does get that Morgana flash out. You see that Predator icon over the...
Ligamental go big fast. Wusidishi here is here. If they wanted to go for something onto tower here, they do summon the Rift Herald, so this is going to destroy the mid-tier turret. Rift Herald will secure that there. Not going to go for a second push as Polyps and Hoggy are around.
But yeah, just slowly taking map control. They're playing it safe here, not really pushing for these team fights, but just relying on what they've already set up for themselves in terms of wave management, in terms of just grouping for these objectives.
Invading on the red side here. Apple does get hit by the Morgana Q. The hook does miss. Call of the Forge God will come out, and Cadenator taking some damage from the lost chapter. Final chapter of Magic Grifton. And that'll be a kill onto someone.
The victor.
The Victor. Well, no, Victor's the one who died. Who'd the kill go to?
Oh, the kill went to Morgana.
Cool. Her third of the game.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And that
You
might
see
be the
the-
setup they want for Baron, or at the very least some vision around their red side. Just going to transition to the other side of the map real quick.
Yeah.
How do you like it invading your red side, Tiffin?
A 40 CS lead for Junk.
Ooh, the Enchanted
for the
Crystal
Trine
Arrow, so
jungle.
much CC onto Blue Light, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. They are able to just death ball around with the amount of CC they have. If they're able to land onto a single target, chain, and then it's
Someone is dead, and at that point it's a 5v4.
Yep.
A lot easier to clean up that fight.
Wusidishi here doesn't have to be around the death ball. They just have to be on the other side of the map.
Yeah, this Ornn is a little late coming back from spawn. Not the greatest timing to meet him in this bot side. But Wusidishi taking a little bit of time to push the wave, making sure it was clear, so not really going to get any damage on the tower.
We'll take a tower shot. Barrel Rider will easily finish off the wave.
So, yeah, just Wusidishi's been in this bot side a lot, just keeping that pressure there while letting the rest of Tiffin kind of try to make plays work on their own. But it's going to be interesting to see when he eventually decides to group back up with the team and what targets he tries to get on with that Hextech Ultimatum and just, you know, the CC and just damage that Camille can provide in such a short notice. That true damage Q.
Yep.
Having it just, you know,
Next
melting
dragon's going to
through
be up in
anything.
20 seconds. If Trine is able to secure it, they will have they will set up Soul Point.
It's going to be very interesting. Tiffin looks to be kind of cutting this river in half diagonally. Just trying to hold.
Ligamental is on the other side of the map, though.
Yeah, forced to
Able
use
to
that pillar, and that's a ton of engage
Call the
potential.
Forge God will come out. That's usually the first sign of CC, followed by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The target will be Polyps, though, with the Hextech Ultimatum. They'll try to get the damage off, but Blue Light will die to Polyps first. Chaos Storm will come out to try and kill Hoggy here. Hoggy will die, and the hook does land onto Polyps, but Cadenator does die in the process, as well as Apple. Wusidishi, the only surviving member of Tiffin.
So much healing coming out from that Yumi, just all over the place, shielding, healing, keeping everyone on the team alive in the backline.
Yeah, we saw Ligamental came in, ulted that Ornn, you know, stole his armor, shredded his armor. And, yeah, they still weren't able to find that kill onto the Ornn or really, you know, help Wusidishi dive into that backline and get those kills also. So, very well played from Trine. But you can see what the plan is. You can see how Tiffin gets back into this game. You can see kind of what they want their fights to look like, even if they don't quite have all the damage yet, or they don't quite have everything they need perfectly in play. you know, you see the hope. You can see what they're pushing for and what they've been working on all these weeks.
Right.
So
So what does this gold differential look like?
Just about 3K, exactly 3K.
Sole point, by the way.
it's like the ARAM announcer, 30 seconds behind.
Well, Wyatt broke the stream. Thanks, Wyatt.
Just blame it on the Dragons.
Yeah, it's the Dragon's fault. Well, the gold currently is still in Trine's favor, but it's been at a pretty constant 2 to 3K gold, so I'm assuming the gold differential's kind of like this.
Going up and down, yeah.
Yeah, but it's been pretty constant for the last 10 minutes or so. So all the audience has to do now is just imagine that in your minds, and then you have the gold differential chart.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, too easy, honestly.
So Wusudishi is once again in the bot lane facing Barrel Rider.
Are you sure this guy isn't an ADC player by the time he spends in bot? He's been here more often than
Starting to get
Blue Light has.
Starting to get that that combo potential onto Barrel Rider here. He's got that Ravenous Hydra once again.
Yeah, that late game Camille damage is really starting to come through.
Yep.
Yeah, anything that the Ornn builds is pretty useless against
Oh,
what that
the
Camille
hook
can
will
provide, the
land
true
onto
damage.
Hoggy here, and 3 members of Tiffin will be able to go in, and Blue Light will secure the kill there. Nice pickup.
Yeah, I mean,
Could
that-
possibly go for Baron here with no Morgana, as well as Camille split pushing in the bot lane. You're gonna have to answer one of these things. You're gonna answer the Baron, or you're gonna answer the Camille. Not able to answer both.
And then that Camille also has the teleport. So if you do answer the Camille, she can teleport up to the Baron and just make sure to secure that. And if you go to the Baron, she also can just teleport behind you.
Tiffin not going for Baron here, though. Choosing to just try and turn on whoever's around, that being Harv. Harv has stolen the blue buff. Yeah, that's the thing Cinder does. Did you not know that, Wyatt?
No, I thought it was bugged.
Oh, no. Yeah, steal the blue buff, put it in a position where she can get it, and keep it off of League of Mental's grubby little hands.
Just denying that gold also.
An interesting decision by Tiffin to not take that Baron there. It looked like it was pretty open with the jungler down and the TP from Camille up.
It felt like a decision that they would have had to try and make, but you know, they made it pretty easy. It was just answer the Camille, because they weren't going for Baron. And now that Hoggy's back up, it's definitely not something you're doing.
Yeah, they might just look to, you know, reset and kind of come out, hopefully a little bit more even, not relying on just a great hook from Apple, but, you know, getting items completed, getting, you know, we see that
Oh, possible
Oblivion
setup
Orb
here.
for Victor.
Apple's going to be caught out, and here comes that CC chain that Harv is going to be able to secure. Call of the Forge God will come out. It won't land on anybody, surprisingly enough. But deed is done. Already got the kill on the Apple. And that's a pick a little bit before drag starts, so you can turn that into your Dragon engage. CC will land onto League of Mental, and it's exactly what I'm talking about. That CC chain is going to be dangerous.
And they're going to look for soul off of that.
Yeah,
off of those
and
picks.
the Dragon will be up with... Oh, and... Well, now Wusidishi's making him answer something. And he's using the Hextech Ultimatum, trying to get the 1v1 onto Barrel Rider. He might just have the damage to be able to do it. He's going to have to run away. Both are going to flash out of there. Harv is here to answer. He does have the Guardian Angel up if he happens to die, but he's able to get over the wall just in time and stop Trine from going to set up for this Dragon. Now Blue Light and Cadenator might be able to go after Hoggy here.
Yeah, they might also
Wusidishi's
just...
setting up the perfect scenario for his team right now.
Yeah, just an amazing play by that Camille, being able to stay alive, get a kill, and give his team priority
Apple
to
gonna have
contest this
flash
Dragon.
again flash away from the Morgana Q. Teleport will come in here.
Yeah, but they just give the Dragon. That's so...
Tiffin
Can
wants
they
the
find
fight that
anything?
happens afterwards. They want to go after Hoggy here. Predator is out for League of Mental, but unable to get anything off of it. So that will be the Cloud Soul for Trine here.
Yeah, it
Up
doesn't
only
look like...
1.5k gold, though, as as Tiffin now has an answer in this top lane, should Trine choose to push in something too hard.
Yeah, it looked like Tiffin wasn't quite ready for trying to just melt the dragon like that.
They're like, oh, we've got this advantage. Wait, why is Caitlyn pushing in the top lane?
Yeah, so just looking to get some vision control here. Trade out that soul for whatever they can find on the map left.
Harv has 7 kills here. Already has the Rabadons and the Seraph's Embrace built. That's going to be some bursty Syndra damage. Doesn't have access to Unleashed Power just yet, but it's obviously going to be up in the next team fight.
So that Cloud Soul giving so much ult cooldown and then also move speed. You know, that Morgana is going to benefit from that tremendously. Along with the Ashe even also.
League of Mental getting caught out, and there goes the CC, and Harv will get his 8th kill.
Yet again, pushing up for vision alone. Just not the safe decision.
Yeah, has the bot lane in mid, just farming, but not quite ready for.
Wusidishi is once
the
again in the bot
rotates.
lane, though. He's trying to get the 1v1 on the Barrel Rider, and he's pushing in on a tier 3 turret. You cannot stop this man. His mental is unbreakable. He is the League of Mental.
That's Wushidishi.
All right, Tucker.
I think that mental might soon be.
Guardian Angel will be popped here, trying to perfectly beat times. He's able to dash over the wall, though. And that'll be the perfect amount of time that'll allow Barrel Rider to go over and get the kill.
Ends up denying them that Baron, though. Something they probably could have taken off of that Trundle pick.
So again, Wusidishi, even in death, making plays for his team that are trying to keep them in this.
Yeah, does Trine just head straight for Baron now?
I mean, they know that Wusidishi's not going to be able to be a thorn in their side for the next 25 seconds. I say go for it, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Tiffin looks to just kind of concede this Baron.
Or do they? Cadenator is around here. He's at 4,000 health. If he wants to do something, it's going to have to be quick. Pop out the Chaos Storm. There it is. But the Smite from Hoggy will secure the Baron buff. So once again, Trine with the Baron and the Soul.
Next up is Elder, and we got the trifecta from last game. So
Well, I mean, and that's what was able to win in the game last time, despite it being so even up until these late moments. Just the ability to realize the importance of the objectives and being able, because it's like it's the one thing that they can't do equally well. Because both teams can't have a Cloud Soul. Both teams can't have a Baron buff at the same time, you know? So it's Trine being able to recognize that and then choosing to take the fights that help them accomplish those goals. And that's really what has been the difference maker in these 2 games.
yeah, just one plus for Tiffin coming out of this at least is they're managing to stay incredibly close in farm, especially in mid and bot. When you see some of these, you know, the Syndra has 8 kills, Ashe has 4, and then, you know, Kaisa and Victor both have 3
Oh
combined.
my
A
goodness.
great ult.
No way Wusidishi was making it out of that one, especially with the placement of that enchanted crystal arrow from Polyps.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, that they're managing to keep the CS incredibly close, which is giving them, you know, a way kind of back into this game. They're keeping it even, making these fights
Well, and it's like
kind
this
of worth watching.
one thing that is different this time around is, despite having the gold disadvantage, Tiffin has taken more turrets, mainly due to this Camille. Although, I mean, if they push in right here, 3 members of Trine here
They could just end right now.
could possibly end. Blue Light the only one here right now. League of Mental has backed, as well as Apple and Cadenator.
First kill
However,
comes through.
League of Mental will fall. Chaos Storm will go on the Barrel Rider here. Will it be enough damage?
Yeah,
Killer
they trade
Instinct
one.
will come out from Blue Light. Apple will fall.
Camille coming up right now.
Cadenator soon after.
Red team's turret has been
Yeah, this
destroyed.
Camille has the tallest task
Last
in the world,
line of
and that
defense, and
is
that will be it for Tiffin, unfortunately. But yeah, it was just being able to make the difference out of placing importance in those objectives, because these games were so even up to those moments. It was just Trine's ability to make the objectives, the difference maker, and being able to succeed in those fights that allow them to win the series 2-0 over Tiffin University. Still, a great showing from Tiffin. A really impressive team that is going to go really far with their players. But nonetheless, this does set up tomorrow for the League of Legends finals in the Great Lakes Esports Conference, being ONU versus Trine.
Start at 10 tomorrow with Smash.
Yeah, so all of tomorrow's games does start. The action starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow with Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And then Overwatch coming a little bit later after that, and League of Legends going to be around 3-ish, I believe.
Yeah, it's Manchester versus Umus.
Yeah, so Manchester versus Mount Union at 10 a.m. for Smash Brothers.
Oh, for Smash, yes.
And then we've got Bethel versus Mount Vernon for Overwatch happening later on. And finally, ONU versus Trine for League of Legends. It's going to be an amazing day for day 2 of our LAN GLEC finals for all these games. I have been Garrett.
I've been Tucker, and our guest caster from Tiffin,
Nate.
I have been Nate. Did I get that right?
Yes,
I
that
have
is correct.
Fantastic.
So yeah, thank you all so much for spending your days with us. We hope wherever you're watching from, whether it's at activities or at home comfy in your bed, we hope you all had a great time watching these amazing, amazing Ohio teams and teams across the Great Lakes, of course, come and play at Ohio Northern. And we hope you have a great evening. Have a good one, everyone.
You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me